A few years ago, my two children decided that myself, their mother, and their godmother, Michelle, should do what we were always meant to do, and that's charitable works. I was absolutely floored. I must tell you, I really was blown away by it, particularly because they included their godmother, who has been my friend for 48 years. Our underprivileged youth is terrifyingly at risk. And so are old people. This country has no facility to care for difficult children and old people. I mean, the pension scheme is nigh on non-existent. Our healthcare is diabolical for old people. So yes, that's where our focus is those places where we know that those things are at risk, and our wild animals are terribly at risk, particularly with the government. One of the key human projects that we're focusing on at the moment is the Archery Youth Care Centre in Cape Town. It's a centre for at-risk boys. At the moment, the youngest, I think, is 12, but they will take children from as young as 8 up to 18 years of age. So these children who are put there by the courts can walk out of those gates any time of any day of the week, and they don't. They stay. And what we would like to see going forward with this facility is to increase the number of children that they can take. At the moment, they only have 70. We would like to get it to 100 by 2020 if we can find enough funding, which means we need in excess of R1 million a year. Our end game with the animals is an elephant sanctuary. And I say the word sanctuary because that's what people vastly will understand. We need to have enough land so that we can take elephants out of captivity, rehabilitate them, and have them wandering free. Now that means a huge, vast tract of land. We will be open to rehabilitate and rescue any wild animals, any and all of them. But there we're looking between 50 and 100 million. And that's why it's a long-term project. One of our biggest problems with animals is that the South African government is allowing trophy hunting. They're allowing the lion bone trade. I don't know if anybody knows about this. The South African government is allowing 800 carcasses a year to go to Asia. If you look at the number of lions in this country, if we send 800 a year, they will be extinct in the next 5-10 years. Done. That's what will happen. So, and the South African government's allowing. So we need to lobby that. And we need to be in Parliament. We need to go and fight to get lion bone carcass completely banned. Completely and utterly banned. The biggest problem that I've faced trying to get people involved in the foundation is the fact that so much of the money goes on administration and a very small percentage actually goes into the project. Now, Michelle and I are in a very unique position. My children fund the admin completely. So they pay salaries, admin, flights, all the sundries. They pay everything. And every penny that we raise will go into that project. So if somebody gives me 10 Rand for a project, that 10 Rand will go into that project. So that makes us very unique. I'm really hoping that archery will have maybe 200 children, which will be awesome, that we have a girls' facility set up, and with a minimum of 50 girls in it, would be incredible. I would love that. Would be my dream, if I could see that. And if we could have a sanctuary for elephants and other wild animals, I mean, that'll be ongoing forever and ever and ever. There will always be captive elephants that will need to be rehabilitated, let into the wild, so that they can grow old and die gracefully in freedom. And other animals, I mean, that's just an ongoing thing. But if we have the property that we can run that effectively and efficiently, and people then can come and see what their money has bought for those animals. They can come and they can look and they can see the elephants. They literally are grazing in the wild, walking around, trumpeting, running around, having dust baths. I want people to be able to see what their money has bought. So yes, in 10 years' time, or 20 years' time, if we've been able to achieve that, I will die a very happy lady.